Hey everybody, welcome back to Dungeon Builds. I'm going to be your builder today, and today we're going to be playing with a scene that's going to be a little bit more zoomed out than what we've done before. The cave scene and the wizard house scene both showed something that was kind of a zoomed in perspective. Now, with this simple square, we're going to be doing something a little bit more zoomed out, if you will, something a little bit less focused. And we are going to be building a small hamlet in this little spot here. I want to show off some of the structure blocks because we've done a lot of the props, we've done the walls, we did the blocks, and now what I want to do is I want to show you off to some of the structures and just kind of build a nice little town. So we're going to start with, I've went ahead and the first thing I did was I went ahead and I went here and I removed all of the water. But now that I've done that, I'm actually going to go here and I'm going to turn all of this into water. Like so. Leave this little lip right here. Okay, and the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to use the boardwalk parts to make a sort of, what's the word? Little dock. No, I don't like those stairs. Is it these stairs? There we go. Okay, so these stairs number two, kind of low, kind of set of flat stairs, or not flat, but risen stairs. And we are going to use these boardwalk parts to create ourselves a little dock. Okay, so here we have our dock, and then we are going to, in this little pond here. Maybe it's not a pond. Maybe it's just kind of a part of a larger lake. Maybe it is just a simple pond. Maybe this is all there is to it. Maybe this is the town's main source of water. We're going to put a boat. All right. I want to scale this boat up a little bit. It's a little bit of a bigger ship. Not a bigger ship, but a boat. So there's our little boat. And right next to our dock, I am going to place the house 2. Oh, there, we'll move that here. There we go. And this can be the fisherman's hut. So you'll see here it's kind of got a little door, it's got a window, and what we're going to do to make this a little bit more lively is we are going to use the path terrain and create a little path to our dock. There we go. So the start of our beautiful little village. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to go ahead and branch the path off this way. And what we're going to do right about here, I am going to make a fence. All right, so there is our little fenced area. What we're going to do is we're going to just extend the path right up to there. And in here, I kind of want this to all sort of have the same sort of texture inside of it, because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do in a second with this spot here. So we're going to turn all of this area inside of the fenced area to dirt. And we're going to use this garden texture, or this garden structure, I guess, to kind of create a little farm. And what's really cool about this is this, you could leave it as it is, or you could switch over to foliage and you can plant little flowers in the center of it to kind of give you the feeling of there's, stuff growing there. That's not what I wanted. Get out of there, tree. All right, so we're going to grab a couple of these, and there we go. You could kind of scale them up if you want. I'm actually going to scale up this one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give this kind of a, maybe this is the end of or the beginning of the harvest season, maybe, and this is just kind of what he's planted. So there is kind of the start of that. So that's pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and continue this way. And I'm going to place some more houses here. So let's head back to structures, And let's see, is this the same as that one? I think it is. So we're going to go ahead and do something a little bit more diverse and go for one of the bigger houses. Let's back this off the path a little bit. Let's maybe try right there. Yeah, it's perfect. It's not in the water, is it? No. Okay. All right. So we now have another house here. Maybe we want to go ahead and put there's a tavern building somewhere. Here we go, Tavern 1. Maybe we'll go ahead and put the tavern right across. Maybe we'll back this up a little bit. So there we go. Now we have a little tavern, and maybe this tavern has some outdoor seating. Let's go ahead and head over to props. I'm not going to get too crazy with these because I don't want to get too caught up in the minutia of what I'm trying to do here. I just want to kind of give you guys a sense of the more large scale stuff that you can do. There we go. All right, so there's that. So now as we start to approach towards the center of the town, maybe we'll go ahead and let's go ahead and kind of turn this area here into all path. And I'm going to show you kind of why I want to do this, because this is going to be kind of our town square. Okay, and then what we're going to do is there is a well, and I showed this well by mistake. Okay, so this well is labeled as well 1. We can I want to make this a little bit bigger well. So there we go. Nice big well kind of in the town, the center-ish part of the town here. Okay. And then the next thing I want to go ahead and do is I'm going to go into effects, and I'm going to put a couple of these lampposts here. Oh, not that lamppost. The little lamppost. And just kind of give this a rotation. Now, what's cool about these is you can also select the color for them that you want if you want a different color for it. So maybe this one is a little bit more blue, or, whatever, a yellow light. And I'm just going to stick with the regular white for right now. All right. So here is our little town square. I want to next create more of a kind of offshoot over this direction. Kind of show here, we're going to put more of this. So this is house number 1. It's a little bit too big for what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to actually, nope, I still don't like that position. House 2 right there. So I want to back it up off the path a little bit so there's a little bit more room so everything doesn't feel so kind of claustrophobic. And maybe you can make the path kind of just go off into the rest of the town this way. Now we're going to place one more house here, and I'm going to tell you kind of what you can do with this. Whoa! Oh no! Sure, maybe the house is on a water table. I don't know. Yeah, who knows? All right, I don't want to do that again, so I'm going to be more careful with my clicks. All right. Okay, so now we have the beginnings of our little village. All right, so there's a couple different ways we could go through this. We could go ahead and finish out this scene and maybe put some more buildings over here and maybe put some more gardens over here, whatever we wanted, and we could use this as a regular old battle map. Maybe our heroes are inside this village and they are fighting to defend it from bandits or something more exotic like demons, who knows. What we maybe haven't explored yet with the versatility of this tool is to be able to resize the maps. That's something I'll be looking at in future videos. But you could resize it to kind of astronomically huge sizes. I think it goes to 100 squares by 100 squares. So huge. And each square is being 5 foot. So that's I don't even know what that is. That's a lot. You could turn it into a map. You could show your players an actual 3D map and just be like, hey, this is the map you're looking at of the city that you're in, or the area that you're in. This is where you're at. And maybe it's a city that they're familiar with, So what I'm going to show you now is the ability to label these buildings in a very unique way. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn this snake. Okay, and now I'm going to name this snake. I'm going to name this snake Blacksmith. Why is this snake's name's Blacksmith? Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to show you, rather. So I'm going to take this snake. I'm going to scale him up to 2.25. Okay. Now he is a very large snake. Okay. I'm going to move this building over here temporarily. Then I'm going to take this snake. I'm going to plop him right there. Okay. Then I'm going to just move the building right back on top of him. Now you're going to notice the building is floating, but that's okay because we have height. So we're going to erase the height, put it back to one height of 1, and the building now has a label on it. Sure, the snake's tail is poking out through the door a little bit, but the point of this is to use the program for more than just battle maps. It's not just battle maps. It's not just a map making software. It is a truly realizable virtual tabletop. You could do that with other things too. You know, maybe the blacksmith lives next to the alchemy store. So again, we're going to spawn a snake. We're going to name him Alchemy Shop. You know, and again, we're going to scale him up. I find the best works with the snake. You can test this with other creatures, but I find this works best with the snake. So we're going to put him right there. We're going to slap the building right there. We're going to click on the building. We are going to set the height of the building to 1. And there we go. It is now labeled as Alchemy Shop. Okay, you could do that with any number of things. As far as these buildings are concerned, you can name them specific things, and if you want to change the name, again, you just go ahead and move that. You know, maybe the blacksmith went out of business and he sold his building to the tailor. You know, maybe he sold his building to the tailor, and we are gonna do that. And then it's very, very simple. We just put that, click on the building, set the height to 1, and it is now a tailor. So that is just some of the amazing versatility of this tool to show you different things. Next time, I will be doing a much bigger build, probably something that's going to be a lot more sped up, but still long form with some sweet tunes in the background or something to kind of show you off how much of a mentality of go big or go home you can do here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Check out our shorts for the short form builds and these more long dungeon builds. But thank you guys so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.